Today's author spotlight is someone whose book Caw I just recently told you about. This is Clay Hurtubise. Clay was born and raised in Maine. When he was 18, he attended pharmacy school at the University of Wyoming. In 1991, he was in a car crash that resulted in part of his brain being torn. It would take 8 years before he could return to work. His given name was Christopher, but Christopher died in the crash and Clay was born. He had to reinvent himself and become successful as a clinical drug trial coordinator. Then in 2014, he was in a large explosion which set him on fire from head to toe. Suffering dyslexia, he could no longer practice pharmacy, so he attended auto upholstery school in New Jersey. Moving to Arizona with his partner of 28 years, he set up a shop, 16 Paw Trim Shop, and did custom upholstery for antique cars. This went well until 2023, when he suffered a massive stroke that paralyzed his left side and took most of his vision. Now he has returned to his love of writing, because let's face it, what else could he do? Clay presents material on a regular basis at Arizona Wordsmith and was a featured speaker at the first anniversary of Arizona Wordsmith's subsidiary, Stories That Matter. He hopes to improve enough to start a podcast in 2025. His books include Drug Trip, a memoir. This chronicles a week-long motorcycle trip where on the first day he encounters a snow squall, is involved in a traumatic accident, and someone tries to kill him. Waking up the next morning, he thought it can only get better. Silly boy. Shaman, Devil's Deal. This is a story of a young shaman whose neighborhood was invaded by an evil force. He must quickly learn his powers. With his new family, they find that as a unit, they are a force to be dealt with. And then there's Caw, which I told you about in a previous video, as well as on my blog at annalisereads.com. If you missed that and you can't find it, let me know. I will tag you in it. And the follow-up to Caw, Feathers, will be out in early 2025, which tells the story of an unusual group of animals living together in the woods. Together they fight off multiple threats. A caustic little boy who pleasures in hurting animals gets lost in the woods. It is the unorthodox family that not only saves him, but transforms him. Then there's Ghost Story, a true story of all the ghosts that Clay has encountered. His disbelief of ghosts was challenged when one of his dogs chased after one. Clay and his partner credit one ghost, Fred, with saving their lives. This book is available at the end of 2024. And If Only is a compilation of short true stories due out the end of 2025. I am sure that you will find one or more of these stories that interests you, and I highly encourage you to check out Clay's work today.